Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 4. So in Module 4, we are finishing your first major writing assignment, which is the illustration paragraph. In Module 3, you did a brainstorm and writing plan for this paragraph. Now you're going to actually write the paragraph. So the first step would be to go back into Module 3 and look at the feedback that I've left you. As soon as you get a grade on an assignment in the grade under the grades tab, there will be the feedback option for you to view. So make sure that you're going in here and looking at the feedback that I've left you on assignments so that you can start to improve the things that you are doing in the class. Obviously, sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to get to some people's work, especially if you turn it in late. So just kind of be patient on that. If there's ever a situation where you really need feedback on something so you can move forward, you can always send me an email, but typically, it'll take me a few days to get everything graded. So Module 4, the only assignment is to do this illustration paragraph. I have some resources linked in here for you, and that's just the chapters that you have already read. So you may want to go back and review those, particularly this chapter on illustration, just because it'll give you some examples and that kind of thing. And then the illustration paragraph assignment. So just as a reminder of what the criteria are, make sure that you are looking at the criteria as you're writing the paragraph. Don't just write whatever and then turn it in and not ever look back at this. You have to be using those topic sentences from page 84 in order to create your paragraph. So I should have left you feedback on that brainstorm and writing plan if you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing for this assignment. I linked the topic sentences in there again. Make sure that you're also writing it in MLA style. So I also have linked in here the MLA guidelines for what an MLA paper will look like. So some of you I know are familiar with this and some of you are not. And so this is just, there's a lot of stuff in here. But if you scroll down, which you can't see very well, toward the end is an MLA style paper, and it gives you, what you're supposed to put in each section. So creating the header, the title, how the paragraphs should be organized, that kind of thing. The big thing for me as just having to grade all of these is making sure it's double spaced. Because if it's not double spaced, it's really hard for me, first of all, to read it on the screen, but second of all, to actually leave you feedback, because then everything's squished together and I can't really fit the comment bar in there. So that's important. So MLA guidelines, and then I also have a page on using the Allen Online Writing Lab. Since this is our first major assignment, I highly recommend using the Online Writing Lab. So this is what you'll see when you click on this BrainFuse Online Tutoring on the side. It'll pull up a page that looks something like this, and then you'll go to submit a paper. This is an illustration paragraph, so you could put it as a paragraph if you wanted to, and then once you get it in here, it allows you to select your course and your instructor, and then provide the directions. The directions for the assignment would be on that criteria sheet, so the list of things that you need, and then how long it is and due date, that kind of thing. This section here allows you to click on things that you're having issues with, and that will help guide the tutor in what they need to respond to you with. And then you'll browse and upload your file from your computer. The main thing to remember is you can send it in a PDF, but they cannot put any comments on it. So you won't get specific feedback. You'll just get the response form with some kind of general things to work on. And so you are better off sending it in a editable format like a doc or an RTF or a docx. So that's important to remember. You can leave feedback if you want to, and then you hit submit at the bottom. When you get it back, it will come back in your message center. And so your message center is under your name up here, just says my message center, and then you'll get a response back here with your file attached to it. So that's what that looks like. If you want to use it, you can. We will have an assignment later on in the semester where you have to use the online writing lab. So this is the spot to turn in the final draft of your illustration paragraph. Make sure you double check the assignment, that you've met all the criteria. Make sure you double check the style, that you have it in MLA style. Make sure you've looked at my feedback. I have an example here. The example illustration paragraph follows the example brainstorm that I put in the previous module. So that brainstorm and writing plan, I took that and then I created a paragraph from those ideas. So you can kind of see, first of all, what the formatting should look like, and then second of all, what the kind of examples should look like, what my topic sentence looks like, and then setting up my goals, and then transitions like first, next, and finally. So just kind of those basics of writing specifically in this type of way. So in illustration, focusing on examples, focusing on that exemplification. And so we're outlining it like that. The last part here is the rubric, and this is what I use to grade it. So you want to kind of feel like your writing is falling within the excellent and proficient category for each of these criteria. There is no such thing as a perfect essay or piece of writing, in this case a paragraph, but you can get pretty close. And so if you're scoring in within the excellent and proficient category, those are all the A's and B's. Competent and novice are the C's and D's. So you want to make sure that you feel like your essay is following the rubric closely enough. So that is the module. If you have questions, feel free to send me an email. It is not cheating to email me a draft of something that you're working on, especially a major assignment like this, and I can give you some feedback, but just make sure that you give me enough time and that you tell me what you want. So don't just like copy, email me a copy of your work without, asking for some feedback or something like that. Hopefully you're having a great week, and I will see you later.